back, that was a pretty painful watch, not least because the first 15 minutes were actually all over him. Could have had a penalty. It must be incredibly frustrating all round.
Yeah, first 15 were good, played well, controlled the ball, which against City, you know, they can always control the ball at different moments in the game. Didn't get the goal, but then the period after that we obviously don't like. They score quickly in succession with situations we knew were coming. No out and out striker, balls between the lines. We lost our press for a period. I didn't like the reaction of to the two quick fire goals. The team heads went down, and until half time it was hard to really find a solution because their players were playing well and they were receiving the ball and moving the ball and pressing after us, and we went down without a doubt. So at half time certainly the second half was an improvement, but the game obviously looks very different then.
You said you were expecting it with De Bruyne in there, not as they didn't really have a centre forward. It did work, didn't it? An extra man in there. He kept seeming to find the space, and it was like, are the defenders going to pick him up? Are the midfielders going to drop and pick him up? But you thought that would be how they'd play today. Yeah,
I did, and they played here last year at the Bridge. We did it very well. We defended, we squeezed the play. We didn't give them too much space in between the lines, and that was the message before. It was pretty much from them the same plan. But when our line doesn't come up, when we jump out and leave spaces behind in midfield, then you're going to find it very hard. And I think when the first goal goes in, we lost our shape a little bit for a period of play. And you have to not allow spaces like that between the lines. It's pretty clear, and the players will feel it. The quality level of them receiving the ball between the lines, some of the things are things that we aspire to individually in our game, and we didn't match it today with them in the first half.
You weren't jumping around hysterically when we won 7 out of 9. I don't expect you'll be doing the same now. It's 1 win in 6 in the league, but it is also 4 recent defeats. That isn't a good run, and you know what football's like. People are going to be banging some drums in certain quarters probably. How do you respond to that?
Oh, it is what it is. You're right, I wasn't jumping up and down then. I think I was pretty clear with yourself and all the media after Leeds, for instance, and that's 1 month ago, and now I can't be the other way. I want us to win football games. It's as simple as that. You work hard, you prepare. Everything we looked at with Man City was as is today going into the game. You're going to have to defend well in your own half. Can we hurt them in transition? We looked like we made it, but we didn't quite. Can we get the ball ourselves to periods? We did, and we didn't quite. And I understand that people will be I'm not against Manchester City. A game like this can happen. I don't like it. They are where they are. They're definitely years ahead of us. We're in a form of rebuild. They're not. But I'll work and give everything to try and get us back to where the feeling we had after Leeds, because everything was upbeat. That's all I heard was, well, we're going to win the league, and I was like, calm down. There's going to be pain. There's going to be pain on the pitch, like first 45. There's going to be pain behind the scenes, because when you lose games, it doesn't feel nice, because you don't go from here to here in football without working hard. The fans sat through some great periods. I was part of some of them where we had a group of players, prime players, winning things. Now we know that their situation is different and other teams are doing what we did then. So we have to fight, we have to work day to day. That's what I'm going to do.
Just one final one on I think potentially going forward on selection. I dare say from the start of this season you'd have loved to have had Pulisic left and Ziyech right. Only at Burnley before today had you selected it, and then Christian got hurt in the warm-up. So that was the first time we'd seen that, and Timo through the middle. Is that something you've been wanting to see more, that specifically of that three and what they can give you as a threesome? Yeah,
it has, and the fact is it's meant Timo's played on the side because we had to at times, but the injuries around it. Timo likes to be more central. I like him more central as well, and today you can see that Hakim's just come back from injury. It's not a game to really judge him on today, but the quality he's played at means that he comes back in, and there were some moments I thought he was good as well, and he'll get better very quickly. But as a threesome, yes, I like that, but also Tammy and Ollie have given us a lot this season as well, but we do need goals at the top end of the pitch. We do need to make sure we get back to that. There's been a nice spread of goals this season, but at the same time, if we're going to get to where we want to be, we want those players to be given numbers as well. There's some good performances there, but we do need those numbers.